And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand with you. And CD, if you look at the... Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McMillan. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And here's Kamara on the read option. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McMillan forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, McMillan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Willis will look to throw on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Willis with another keeper. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on really wanting to run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing on 2nd and long. Willis. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he bowls over it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. McMillan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McMillan. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but it was a bit short here of the first down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Field goal unit, they're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Panthers at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there that sets them up now 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Right there, right there.
Here's the option play now to the left. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. McMillan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMillan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Trap 50.
On first down, Willis. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is it.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Tim Patrick, 36 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get about 4 here, down at the 43-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. McMillan. Down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The lessons will continue of this rookie. He's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. First and 10, it's Willis. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Again, Willis to throw. And he's caught on the sideline. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
19, right here. Left wing, 19. Back to 60.
Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 3rd and 2, McMillan. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. On 2nd and 9, Willis. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties and the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Taking it about the 16. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give it that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but, of course, that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Play action. Here's Willis. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Willis, 4th down here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 59 yards on the ground for him so far. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Check it.
Willis on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw again, McMillan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. On 3rd down, McMillan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action. McMillan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. McMillan. He's got a man. Complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMillan. And this one too low. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And we're back now in Charlotte. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Willis looks to pass it here. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Second down throw coming by Willis. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Willis on the sneak, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The shotgun snap to Willis. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Willis to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Saints are right back in this football game. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McMillan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. 63 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Willis looking to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McMillan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. York now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing after the interception, McMillan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McMillan. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. McMillan. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets halfway there from a 4-2 on a gain of 2. And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 White.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. He's got a man, complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand